Hey guys, I have something really cool to show you. I wasn't, like every year I go out and film to see if I can see the new moon of Rosh HaShanah, of the Feast of Trumpets. And it's always said that the High Holy Days, the Feast of Trumpets, cannot begin until the sliver of the new moon is sighted by 2 witnesses. And so every year when I was at home and everything, I would always get in my car and I would drive around to another part of the neighborhood and try to film the sliver of the new moon. Sometimes I couldn't even see it. One time I took my mom's car and it broke down on the way and I didn't get to film it. And I had to wait for a tow truck. And tonight I went outside just at a random time. I was working on a video I was going to finalize and upload, and I just went right out there and got in my car and was coming around, and there it was when I looked up, and it was like a faint sliver, but it was red. And I've never seen one that was red. It's always like a little white crescent moon, and this one was definitely red. And the longer that I filmed it, it seemed like it got a little more red each time, deeper red. The very last video clip I took, it was like a crimson color, like a scarlet color. And I didn't have my tripod because I didn't take it out with me, so I was trying to balance my camera. So you'll have to bear with the pictures that I got, which they're pretty good. But there's a slight little bit of movement in my video clips because of that, because I was trying to balance the camera on something. So, but anyway, it was either that or miss it altogether, and I actually did go in and get the tripod, but by the time I came back out, it was gone. But I managed to get several good shots of it right as it was coming down and setting over the Rocky Mountains in the west. So I hope you enjoy just a little bit that I was able to capture. And it is September 8th, and it was approximately 8 p.m. in the evening when I went out. It was actually directly across where I went down to the end of the parking lot, parked my car facing the mountains, and there it was, just a little bit of a red scarlet sliver. It started out a little bit slightly orange red and looked more like a blood red, like a lunar eclipse type of color at the end on the last clip. So I'm really excited that I was able to capture it. I got it before it disappeared. There's been times where I haven't seen it at all during years past. When my mom was here, I always used to go film it. And it was very exciting. But it was always like a yellow, bright yellow color, I would say, kind of white yellow. And this is very interesting that right as we are entering the Shemitah year, where they're not going to grow any crops in Israel and they're not going to do any planting, that it's the Sabbath rest for all of the land of Israel. And as Pastor Mark Bilt said, that the start of the Shemitah, he believes, would be the start of the 7-year cycle, which the tribulation would have to start at the beginning of, if you were going by the 7-year cycle. And the 7-year cycle is a 7-year tribulation. Anyway, it's really exciting to find the moon and see it when because you don't really know where it's going to be exactly when you go out there. And it was very low in the sky and right above the Rocky Mountains. So anyway, I hope you enjoy these clips. Anyway, I'd say Lashana Tova Tiketevu may be inscribed in the book of life, and for a sweet new year. This is the new moon of the Feast of Trumpets of September 8th, 8 p.m. 2021 over the Rocky Mountains in Colorado in the United States of America. I cannot believe that I just found the new moon of the Feast of Trumpets. It's the evening of the 8th September. And we say, Maranatha, please come, Lord Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach of Nazareth. We want to hear the last trump.